Good afternoon. I'm Kelly Garcia. We are in Group 16. Today we are going to talk about school-based supports to develop student communication skills.
I am Oraini Pedraza Pelisola, and name of the group is school-based support to develop students' communication skills. Locación, Aguachica, Cesar. Reason for forming the group. Main objectives. Develop communication skill in students, generate ideas and ways to apply teaching using different pedagogical tools and materials. Develop and reach a two level in primary school students. Specific challenges the group aims to address and lab of strategies to develop communicative skills, the low level of English that the students present, pure vocabulary, motivation and confidence, and for oral interaction. Members of the group, a trainer teacher, me or any Pedraza. I have skills that I have been acquiring through my formative process, as well as working with students allows me to learn more about their contents and needs to develop communication skills with elementary school students.
I'm Kelly Garcia. I'm trainee teacher. Eh, in my experience as teaching, eh, during my teaching internship, I have gained experience work, working with high school students in different classrooms. I have learned to identify student learning needs and apply strategies to motivate and engage them activities in English. I have also collaborated with mentor teacher to plan lessons that foster communication skill, and I am constantly looking for new approach to help students feel confident when speaking in English.
Oh, it's okay, Kelly.
Okay, I am Elena Silva García, teacher in training en the institución educativa Minas Seca. So that's my training teaching practice. I had developed strategies to foster communication in English in primary school students, especially in five grades with great difficulty in oral comprehension and production. Okay.
Okay, Milena.
Hi, I am Lina Mayerly Julio Boada, trained teacher. During my teaching experience, I did really working with hard school students, especially in grade 7 and 9. This experience has lowered my two ground professionalization. I personally describe the unique characteristics of each ground and develop strategies tailored to their needs. For my tutor, I learned value lessons about tools and opportunities, manage diverse ground with my personal creativity.
It's okay, Lina. And go ahead, Jennifer.
Okay, my name is Jennifer J. Lopez Coronado, and I'm trainee teacher. During my teaching practicum, I have gained experience not only in developing various skills, but also in classroom management and activity assessment in elementary and secondary students of grade 6, 7, 8, and 10.
Okay. Then let's continue group goals.
Okay, thank you. In the point number 4, groups goals, short-term goals. Design and implement engaging speaking activities tailored to students' interests and levels. Encourage students to use English in meaningful, everyday classroom interaction. Share tests and reflect on communicate strategies during weekly meetings. Long-term goals to improve the general English proficiency of secondary school students to A2 level. Create and maintain a shared bank of communicated teaching material and resources adapted to local context. Foster a strong collaboration among teachers to enhance teaching practice and student outcomes. Key focus areas. For example, lesson planning, student engagement, or assessment. Planning lesson using a communicative approach that prioritizes interaction. Increasing student engagement and intrinsic motivation through dynamic classroom activities. Providing and receiving constructive feedback to reflect on an improved teaching method.
One moment, partner. And then let's continue root activities. It's okay. The group activities meetings, will be held every 50 days with a maximum duration of 60 minutes, and the other within the development of each of this session discussion will be held where we will exchange ideas about which methods work and which do not work during the classes. We will sit to the scene joint planning workshops to reinforce the student communication skills in the simplest but most effective way. We will also design a diary to show whether or not the planned strategies are working or not, and each teacher will share in during the session in order to make improvements together. And the other chain phase.
A chain phase also unregrets. Or where the address school base support above student communication Skype. Implement school-based support to aid students communication scheme kind together oblique clone. One long student participation, sheet or plural student might over space activities due to fair and judgment, uses small ground duplication, roles played, and graded school teaching about confident possible in reference space can also rate in the level. Two, through using a more first, student might elect to share ideas open in the first sees my volume. Starting to close nor for communication modesty, listen to plan to volume exercise to for support environment.
Okay.
Okay, in
And the
discipline and low participation. Uh, One of the biggest challenges in teaching English is reinforcing communicative and productive skills, as many of these activities involve conversations, dialogues, role plays, and so on. Many students are shy and feel embarrassed to speak English in public, mainly because they lack enough vocabulary to form compound sentences. In my case, it was a bit difficult to carry out the style of activity for the same reason, but also because it was conducted outside the classroom, which for many students becomes an opportunity to display disruptive behavior. However, in the end, the activity was successfully carried out, and I believe there was a considerable level of participation.
Okay. And the evaluation and outcomes. Milena, go ahead.
Okay, overall impact on teaching practice. This teaching supports group has significantly improved teaching practices by fostering collaboration and sharing useful strategies for developing student communication skill in the classroom. We have developed greater confidence in designing and implementing a speaking activity as well as their understanding of students' needs. The group focus on peer feedback and reflection has resulted in more tailored and effective lesson planning, especially in addressing oral comprehension and production problems. Okay.
Okay. The personal reflection for group members. For me, Oraini Pedraza, as a teacher in training, I believe that teacher support teams are essential to our professional development and to optimizing English instruction in elementary education. This Venus provides us with the opportunity to share authentic classroom experiences and learn from failures, and develop strategies together, particularly when collaborating and with lower level foreign language learning. However, we often tend to feel daunted by the day-to-day challenge we encounter the classroom. For example, a fear of expressing ourselves or, or problems adjusting content in the in these teams. You might think that you are not the only, and on we choose courses we foster a sense of community and cooperation that strengthens our educational work.
Okay. The pedagogical practice and the collaborative environment help us to improve and make more reflection. My approach to five grades students, especially to increase their communication confidence in English.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Um, in my personal reflection, facing scheduling conflict allow initial participation, and student resistant to speaking English challenging our group's commitment and creativity. However, these difficulties all push us to find practical and collaborative solutions. By agreeing on a 5 meeting time in incorporating fun and engaging activities, and creating a supportive classroom environment with notice a positive change in both teacher collaboration and student motivation. This experience taught us that persistent teamwork and empathy are key to overcoming challenges and achieve meaningful progress in language learning.
Okay.
Personal reflection. This practice that my dad's the essence of teaching English is the perfect grant about recurrent union connected with my student. I discovered the value of activity plans, of how to my state into opportunity. That motivation comes from making learning relevant, a challenge because lenses every reset that might to innovation, everyone must to for confessions that in personally migrant certification say confident blown with their what's on fair today I understand can how release go beyond friendship I learn with we hard said going Andres faithfully.
Okay,
And finally, Jennifer.
thank you. I believe that the strategies, methodologies, and tools employing the communicative approach to English language teaching are highly effective in addressing students' needs and in fostering the development of productive skills, particularly in primary and secondary education. This approach not only enhances these skills, but also through collaborative and interactive activities promotes an environment of teamwork and cooperation. Furthermore, it encourages respectful and unite collaboration among students.
It's okay? Okay. Your contributions are very good. I hope this process continue. Thank you for your time. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
You bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. One moment.